It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, October 29th, 2019, and it's 7 a.m.
Another beautiful morning.
You betcha.
I like the cooler type temperature.
Very nice, very nice.
I know
yeah.
you like it warm in the summertime.
This is fine.
But
I like it.
I like this. This is nice.
I like it. This is really, really nice. It's right now 46 degrees this morning as we start the program. Took little Pepper, my dog, outside this morning about 6:05. Really pleasant outside. We got some rain in the forecast, but yeah,
not bad.
Loving the fall. Beautiful
not bad.
colors.
It's going to cool down, though.
That's what they're saying. Boy, you got to see this weather coming into Kansas City, Missouri. Wow. Anyway.
Talking about Halloween night, it's going to be cold night to be trick-or-treating.
It's going to be chilly, let me tell you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. Hope everybody is doing good on this Tuesday, October 29th. How's Scooter?
I'm good.
Yep. Give us a restaurant update.
Well, we're going. We're up and going. They got it going yesterday, and just had a little issue with one of our breaker boxes. So they went in and did a bunch of things. We had an electric company over there get it fixed, and that way we didn't have anything to worry about. And they were up and going yesterday pretty early.
Good.
And then we're good to go. So
sounds good. Down on the Corner is brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Excuse me, if you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction, we have 3 locations to serve you, Brood Awakening Coffee. Baxter Regional Lobby, and it's a walk-in. Don't drive in. People have tried driving through, and they're still doing 10 to 20 for that one.
There was more to the story.
There's more to the story than that, yeah.
But yes, they try to make it a drive-in, but...
Just walk into Baxter Regional when you want your Brood Awakening coffee. Otherwise, you got 2 other locations. You got Balmer Boulevard, which will be getting very busy at 7:02 today. And, of course, out by Anytime Fitness on 62 East Plaza. Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a wonderful job. Mochas, lattes, espresso shots, whatever you need. Black coffee, French vanilla, pumpkin spice, even peppermint I think they've got coming up for Christmas. You name it, they've got it. Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Once again, if you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Right? What you drinking today? Smart water? Oh,
no, I got Sprite.
Smart water didn't work, huh?
Oh, no, it didn't help. It's expensive for not getting anything out of it.
3 years
didn't even bring me
water,
up an
no
IQ
PhD,
.1.
Huh? You can't get a PhD off a bottle, right?
No. I've tried. Spent a lot of money.
Oh, check out Brood Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you right here in Mountain Home. Mike and his staff do a great job. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Right here in Mountain Home. Talk to Charlotte, Bruce, Chris, Brad, anybody there can help you. They understand what you're going through. They know it's a hard time, and they know that sometimes your thoughts are a little bit, oh, which way do I go? What do I do now? Let them help. Let them handle the situation. Roller Funeral Homes, very professional, caring, loving, and understanding. They know what's going on. And so, with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, today, Carly, who is a 5th grade student from the Mountain Home Christian Academy, will be bringing our morning prayer. Carly?
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. I pray that everyone has a good day and that everyone will feel better if they are sick, and that they will heal, and that everyone could have a good day. Amen.
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 Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes this morning. Carly, 5th grade student at Mountain Home Christian Academy. Mountain Home Christian Academy just off of the bypass across from Mountain Home Baptist Church. They take no government funds, teach no Common Core. If you can help them financially, you can call them at 424-6622. These kids are getting a great education. And you know, you do a lot. You just did something that most adults won't do.
I love you guys doing the prayer. I think it's awesome.
That's great. So how's school going? Really good?
Yes.
Yeah. How you enjoying 5th grade?
Yeah.
So what activities are going on right now at Mountain Home Christian Academy? They get the basketball program going yet?
No, they're doing some basketball. The volleyball's done. I was in volleyball.
Oh, really? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Volleyball player.
Volleyball.
There you go. All right. Mountain Home Christian Academy, once again, 424-6622. If you can help them financially, give them a call. We've got wonderful students like Carly right here. We've got the students coming in all week long. And so, very grateful to Mountain Home Christian Academy for allowing the kids to do that. Morning
And now,
weather.
Dun, 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 the weather.
Hey, you tuned that trumpet. Can you do a trumpet like that?
I think she could do a lot better job. Try it.
There you go.
Yeah, we just need to record that.
Get her a
and use
contract, sign her up. Here's how I do it. Duck call.
It's called lazy.
Lazy. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire2arkansas.net. And I'm anxious to see what we've got today from. Ooh,
It's a
there it is.
nice shot.
Yeah. 7:06 on this Tuesday morning. The lights to the left-hand side of the screen are the bridge over the White River, Highway 62-412. Middle of the screen is the city of Cotter in Baxter County, Arkansas. The camera's in Marion County overlooking the White River. And it's still dark, and so there's very little color showing up right now, but a beautiful shot this morning.
Beautiful shot.
Very nice. You can go to retire2arkansas.net. You can hit the live cam and view this yourself on any of your devices. There's also a little camera icon where you can snap a picture and use it for a desktop or send a picture, whatever you like to do.
While
Bob?
you're online, you need to go ahead and explore their site a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit
that's true.
They got so much. They got one thing that shows where all the businesses and things are going on in town. They've got community events going on. There's just so much that they got on their site. So explore it a little, look around.
Yep.
I think you'll find it very useful.
Retire2arkansas.net. Bob and Linda Zadora, the award-winning Z Team, Arkansas or Missouri. From Marshall to Mountain View to Mountain Home, Gainesville to West Plains, they can help you right now. They've got the team assembled, ready to go. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793, retire2arkansas.net. Excuse me, right now we got, you want to do the weather?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, let me move my microphone so you can see this. So start right here at Mountain Home and give the temperature there. And just go down the list there.
Mountain Home, Arkansas, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Flippin, Arkansas, 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Yellville, Arkansas, 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Harrison, Arkansas, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Salem, Arkansas, 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Same in Calico Rock, isn't it?
Calico Rock is 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
And look how warm it is in Mountain View this morning.
Mountain View is 54
Warm
degrees
spot.
Fahrenheit. St. Louis, Missouri, 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
Poplar Bluff.
Poplar Bluff, Missouri, 53 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, they're warm in Missouri today, aren't they?
West Plains, Missouri, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Branson, Missouri, 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
In Watford City, North Dakota, I've got a son working there. Look at the temperature there.
16 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
Your son's crazy. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Great job.
Good job.
Can I bring this graphic up real quick, Scooter?
Yeah.
This is severe outlook for Wednesday. This is tomorrow. They're looking at northeast Arkansas to southwest Arkansas, and that line to the southeast towards Birmingham and Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Louisiana. Anyway, on the radar, we'll have to refresh the radar here and put it in motion for everybody. There we go. For the national radar, get it reset. I had it reset and it doesn't stay set. So we have some shower activity in the panhandle of Florida, south of Mobile, Alabama, all the way over to Houston, Texas. A little bit in west central Arkansas, nothing right now in Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. We'll zoom in on Arkansas and check this out. A little bit to the south, well, just to the west of the state line, south of Fort Smith. Nothing right now in the state of Arkansas. Highway 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65 north-south, Little Rock to Branson in good shape. Highway 67, 167, Little Rock to Poplar Bluff and Batesville where the highway split off going north-northeast. That's clear right now. You see the shower activity moving towards I-40 west between Conway and Fort Smith. And so that's just very, very little right now. I-30 clear from Little Rock down to Texarkana. I-40 east to Memphis. I-55 and 155 and 555 and 55 in Arkansas clear right now. And so move it up to Missouri. I-70 Kansas City towards St. Louis, no problems there. I-44 Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla to St. Louis in good shape. Interstate 55 in good shape. Interstate 57 at I-24 in good shape. East St. Louis, Illinois East. I-64 towards Mount Vernon. Looks like it's okay on I-70 towards Vandalia and Effingham, Illinois in good shape. Yes, you're seeing some blue in Missouri, and that is a winter weather advisory right here in Missouri. Let me hit this little slot right here. Winter weather advisory for northwest Missouri. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like winter weather advisories. We have a freeze watch in Oklahoma. Nothing right now for Arkansas. We do have some fog in Alabama, Tennessee, and Kentucky. 7-day forecast. We've got a chance of showers today. 30% goes up to a 50, then to a 90% chance of throughout the day tonight. 80% tomorrow, 70% tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, 20% chance. So we've got some shower activity coming through. And temperatures range today from a high of 51 to 50 on Wednesday to 44 on Thursday. A low Thursday night of 27. A high of 53 on Friday. A low of 32 on Friday night. Then sunny on Saturday. A high of 51.
Thursday night, Halloween night.
27.
27. Bundle up.
Yep.
It's going to get cold.
Allergy index is a 0.3, 0.3 for the day. And so ragweed is still the culprit. It's hanging on tight. Checking iDrive Arkansas. We have a couple of things with us popped up here over at have an accident on Highway 1.9 miles southwest of State Highway 163. 10th of a mile southwest of Jonesboro, northbound lane. And other than that, just a few things around the roads that are not very serious. Missouri Department of Transportation. Southern Missouri's looking good from here to Springfield, from here to Poplar Bluff, all the way up near Rolla into St. Louis. Everything looks good right there. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Community calendar is brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
Today is Tuesday. That means we got the twos for breakfast. 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 sausage or bacon, only $5.88. Or for lunch, we've got Kimmy's homemade meatloaf.
Wow.
Comes with 2 sides of roller cornbread, just $6.88. Or
beat it.
just stop by, grab you a slice of pie, cup of coffee, enjoy life a little bit. It's what it's all about.
There you go. Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Once again, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Today from noon to 1 at the Muruck Family Center, the Muruck House at Baxter Regional, navigating the Medicare maze. Medicare is a federal health insurance program for people age 65 or older. And so you can get some questions answered today from noon to 1 o'clock at the Muruck Family Center there. Salute the troops on October 30th. Donate non-perishable food items for deserving veterans this Thanksgiving. They'll be dispersed locally. For every 5 items donated, you get 1 entry into the prize giveaway. And this is through Snell Prosthetics and Orthotics, 333 Highway 5 North, Suite 4. Bread of Life Kitchen, October 30th, from starting at 3 o'clock. They actually serve the meal from 3 to 5:30. This is the Bread of Life Kitchen at Word of Life Church. Grief Share starts again on Thursday, I believe it is, at 6:30. For more information, 501-316-7496. This is for folks that have lost loved ones over the past year or 2 years. The Grief Share is just a program to help them get through the bad times there at First Baptist Church. Shooter?
We got an escape room going on in Calico Rock. You ever did an escape room?
No.
No.
This will be wild.
Where you put a group of people in a room and they got to find out how they're going to get out of it. You don't know where to start. You don't know. You just got to start finding clues and try to figure it out. It's a lot of fun. It's for the whole family. It's a great time. It's going on October 26th through November 2nd, not including Sunday. It'll be for the Calico Rock Museum down in Calico Rock. The theme, based on Halloween, is a deadly zombie virus has broken out and your group is now trapped in a room with an infected human. You've got 30 to 45 minutes to find your way out of that room. So it'll be a good time for the whole family. You want to be in groups of like 4 to 6, somewhere in there. It's only $10 per person, or if you got a group of 6, it's $50. It's well worth it. It's a lot of fun. You can call 870-297-6100 to book your time slot.
It'll be
It'd be
fun.
a lot of fun.
The 67th Annual Lions Club Auction, November 11th through 15th, 6 to 10 each night. You can watch right here on XL7 TV, Suddenlink 22, digital antenna 26.1. Listen on the radio at 97.9 KTOL FM. You can bid by calling 425-2266 or bid online at lionsclubauction.com. It's going to be right here in this studio. I think I'll use the set right here.
They usually do.
Be right here,
Yeah.
and so it'll be right here in the, just like you're watching down on the corner, be able to watch the Lions Club auction each night from 6 to 10. So
They
look
have got
forward to
so
that.
much stuff. They'll have this
Getting
whole
ready. It looks
warehouse
like we got some
packed.
stuff coming in already, don't we?
Yeah, we got some stuff starting to roll in. But what's going on over there at the Christian Academy? Any good news coming up? Anything coming?
We're doing the chili supper in the gym.
When?
I'm not.
When is it? Do you know? November 14th. Good. We'll get the word out in November. Oh, got to go to that. That is so good. Except if Chris Nassari shows up for that auction, don't scratch your nose
You buy pie.
for $1,500. Mom's over here shaking her head.
Anything else going on over there?
Chris.
Anything else going on you can think of?
Not really.
That's good. Oh, I can't wait for the chili auction. That's good. I love going to that. Okay, if we're caught up.
Why don't we let her take us to break? Say we're going to take a break.
Which
Dale
camera you
needs
want her on?
coffee. That's fine. Just do it wherever she's sitting.
We're gonna take a break
And be right back.
and be right back.
There you go.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
If you want the
It's 7:20. Tobias Pugsley and Brad Barnett are here from Baxter Regional. Welcome, gentlemen. Good to have you all.
How's it going, fellas?
Good.
Long time no see.
Good. It's always fun to have you.
Yeah, what's been going on over here?
Everything.
Everything.
This world rotates around this. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. I want to commend you guys. I've been watching the football broadcast online and that top-notch program. Y'all do a really, really good job with that.
I watch it every Friday. So.
The instant replays and slow motions. And,
love the instant replay.
It's pretty cool.
It is very
really
cool.
It's come a long ways.
I mean, it looks like a because it is. I mean, it's professional production. I mean, it looks just as good. I mean, but I've seen some college broadcasts. I went to a smaller college and watching some of those. I mean, you guys put on a better broadcast than a lot of small colleges. So hats off to you.
Montana. I thought it wasn't as good as they can bring off down here.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I mean, they do such a good job with it. You guys are right on top of it with replays and all that stuff. It's really cool stuff.
We enjoy doing it.
Appreciate y'all doing that for the community.
How many games are left now?
Two.
What do you got Friday?
Isn't that right? 2 more?
Yes.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah,
Friday. And then
Friday
they play
we're
Thursday.
here at home.
Yep.
And then we're broadcasting our final game out in Yellville.
Yeah. Go Panthers.
There you go.
My old
There
alma
you go.
mater.
You can come up and jump on the screen anytime.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, guys, I brought Brian Barnett with me today because Brian recently joined us, and he is his technical title is Patient Experience Specialist. But Brian's already been instrumental in a lot of the things that we do in what we call this world of patient experience. So if you really think about healthcare and how healthcare's evolved, and how the delivery of healthcare has evolved, now more than ever patients have choices, and we obviously want them to stay home for the best possible care, and we want to make that easy for them, but we know they have options. So one of the things that makes us different than a lot of the other hospitals is that we really try to focus and hone in on the patient experience. That means from the time you drive up Hospital Drive to 3 weeks after you're home and you get that bill, we're working on that entire process to make that simpler for you as a patient, easier, and just better all around kinder experience. We want you to come in our hospital and leave and think, wow, that place is top notch. I got great care and they really care about me and they're personable, and it's a place that, nobody wants to be in the hospital. That's the reality of it. Nobody is having a good day when they're in the hospital. But when they are, we want to make sure that we make that day as great as we can. And so Brian has been instrumental.
That's a tough job.
It is. It's
Very
extremely tough. And so Brian's been instrumental in some of this stuff, and so I wanted to bring him on today to kind of talk about that and talk about how that's going, and just kind of introduce himself. So
absolutely, yeah. We just want to focus on the human side of healthcare too. So quality is pretty much the same across the standard because everything is so governmentally regulated. But the thing that we add is that caring touch. And so that's what we want to do, is kind of humanize the healthcare experience. So everybody is different, and we can't set up our plan of care the same for every patient. So we want to individualize that for whatever their needs may be and soften that up a little bit so that we can deliver whatever that is. Basically just to make an overall better experience for not only the patient but their family. And like Tobias said, it starts a lot of times when they first call to make a appointment at an outpatient clinic. Say they're going to see an orthopedic doctor. So they call that orthopedic doctor. We want it from the first time they call that clinic, we want it to be easy and convenient. And then we want to customize their plan of care while they're in the hospital as well, so that we meet all of their needs. Not only the components of a knee replacement, we also want to provide that soft touch as well. So,
but I have to say, if it's raining $100 bills, there's going to be somebody fuss that there wasn't change for a 20 fall from the sky too.
Very true. Very true.
So when you try to personalize, I mean, that's quite the undertaking to try, number one, you're in the hospital, you're sick, you're not feeling good, you may be in pain,
Right.
Quite the undertaking.
It is tough.
But I've told Tobias, I've got some good reports from friends just this week, just yesterday.
Yep.
This hospital saved our lives.
Exactly. We have, and that's the thing too, and providing this all starts with our staff and making sure they're well cared for, well satisfied, and then they're the ones who drive this experience for our patients. So once we take care of them on the front end, they take care of everything else on the back end, because we're making sure that they're satisfied, and that's how we develop loyalty and trust from our patients. And so over time, that's going to drive the bottom line as well. So
the employee's attitude, when they have a good attitude going in, they've got a good attitude.
That's everything. I mean, a great example of that, we do try to do a lot of things to satisfy the staff, and one of the great things that just happened this past Friday, Brian helped lead the efforts on that too, is we did our Family Fun Fest, which we do, we've done, this is now 2 years in a row, but this is our big hospital event where we invite all of the employees' families and the employees, and it's a night. We've got food trucks, we've got trick or treats, we have trunk or treats. Someone knew I was going to say that wrong. Trunk or treats, and we had bouncy houses, we had a haunted house, we had all these things, and we had about 2,500 employee and families on a rainy Friday night at the hospital.
When it was 40 degrees, it felt like with the wind chill. So it was a great turnout, and we were very,
But it was fun.
It was
very fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a blast. We had so much fun. And it's things like that keeps, that's what makes Baxter Regional a great place to work. And, you guys say it all the time, and I say it out in the community too. We've got a lot of job openings, even right now. It's not an easy place to recruit physicians, and even it's becoming more difficult to recruit nurses in this area. But if you could come and work in an organization like Baxter Regional, and you could live in an area like we live in, guys, I mean, I just don't think I can get much better than that.
I like is the focus that they're talking about right now, because people initially look at a hospital, they're looking at what kind of doctors, physicians, surgeons that they have there, and then what kind of technology. But now you guys are focusing for the next experience. Okay, so once you get in here, we need to make them have a great experience for a bad situation, because like you said, when they're in there, it's usually a bad situation. We want them coming back. We want them being comfortable enough to say, hey, they did everything they could to make this great. This is where I want to be. And you're looking down the road, not just that one experience where they're focused on, do they have the surgeon or the technology, but you want to make it an all-around wonderful experience for them to bring them back when things happen down the road. And for some people that may be visiting and have to go there, it may actually talk them into moving to this area for that one reason. A lot of people look at, especially as you get older in age, you want to live closer to a hospital if you need things and stuff, and it just offers a great experience. So
it does, and I've actually heard that many times. So had people visit my office and ask to speak with me, and they come in a lot of times just to brag on the experience they've had. A gentleman last week came in. He lived down around I think Cave City or Batesville. He actually mentioned that he is going to be relocating. He's going to retire within the next year, and because of the healthcare experience that he had at our facility, he feels like it would be best suited for him as he ages to move here and to live here in Baxter County because of the health care that's available. So that's what we want to provide. I mean, we're doing great quality metric wise. We're, knocking it off the charts, but we also want to humanize and put that soft touch in there as well.
Tobias, let's go back. Let's kind of refresh everybody's memory. The services that you've got. Let's start with the ambulance.
Right.
How you can transmit information back in the event of a cardiac arrest. Tell us about that and other programs.
So we have for the last couple of years, whenever there are certain heart attacks that where time is extremely precious. I guess in heart attacks time is always precious, but in this particular one, they actually have the ability to transmit the EKG from the ambulance to let's say the cardiac physician is on the golf course or maybe at dinner with his family. It'll alert him, and he can actually see that on his phone or her phone.
From the ambulance to his phone.
Yep. And that way they know, oh no, this is, I can go right in and be there when the patient gets there. And they also, the part of that process is when they get to the hospital, they bypass the ER and go straight to the cath lab, and we're seeing tremendous results from that. It's called our STEMI program up at the hospital. Another thing that we've talked about recently is in the event of a stroke, we now have the ability, and ambulance, we were one of the first in the state. We helped UAMS pilot this, but what they have the ability to do is, if in the event of the stroke, they can actually sort of visit a neurologist in while they're in the ambulance to help guide the paramedic to do interventions or any of those things that need to happen. And I just got word the other day that we may have a patient soon that wants to tell a story about how that potentially saved their life. Wow. So that, that's the best way, I think, to educate the public, is to let a patient tell a story. And so I'm really excited to have a patient maybe that's going to be willing to talk about that, because I'm telling you what, it's going to save some lives in our region, and it's going to mean the difference in people retaining their functional life and being and not. And that's just the reality of it. And Gerald, that leads our ambulance department, and they obviously reports up to David Fox, our CEO. They just do a wonderful job of really making sure that they have the latest technology. They're seen as one of the premier programs in the state. I was going to kick, Gerald and Chris talk about, whenever you go to an ambulance conference for the state of Arkansas and you wear a Baxter regional coat, like, that means something. When you walk in, you are the one that other people are looking at. And I was like, man, that's got to be a neat feeling for you.
To.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Setting the bar for everybody else.
Absolutely. And we just went through a fundraiser last year where we raised money for two new ambulances, and that, again, thank you to the community and those that supported that effort. But so now we've got a plan where we're constantly trying to update one in the fleet every year, and it's a good time to be at Baxter Regional.
There you go.
Yeah.
7:32. Going to take a break. We'll be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant, located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Take a step. $7:34. Continuing our discussion with Tobias and Brian here from Baxter Regional. And what's next?
Yeah, so we're kind of talking about patient experience a little bit, and so we've got some really big plans next year, and we actually go into our planning meeting this week. Under the leadership of Nicole Vaccarella, who's our general counsel attorney for the hospital, and Dale White, who is our director of patient experience. this year we've sort of taken a new process to patient experience, and what we've done is we've kind of picked the big topics or the big buckets, if you will, and then we've developed task force under those buckets, and these task force work on the different things that we need to fix. So one of the things, if you come in the hospital and let's say something's not right, or let's say, heaven forbid, an employee's having a bad day and you don't feel like you got the service that you deserved. Brian's actually the one that fields those complaints, but he also fields the good stuff. He said earlier, talking about that nice comment the gentleman said about moving here. So and we take feedback at the hospital very, very serious. Because what happens is when Brian fields those complaints or fields that praise, he's tracking it, he's looking at how can we take this feedback and make us better as an organization because of it. And so we've got a lot of feedback to look at from the last year. We've got a lot of sort of trials and things that we've tried, and so now we go into a planning meeting where we say, all right, here's all the things that we've heard, and here's what we've accomplished last year. So what's next? What are we going to do for 2020? 2020 is going to be a huge year for us. We're calling it the 2020 experience. It's going to be huge, and it's all about taking better care of our patients when they're in the hospital. So another great thing that Brian is helping us with is you guys have heard of the Mission Act, right? Mm-hmm. And so we have made some huge developments working with our local VA, and Brian has been instrumental, sort of under the leadership of Debbie Henry, our CFO, which you guys know her. We have one of the best CFOs in the state, if not the nation. Debbie's fantastic. And so under her leadership and the help, of course, of Ron and Barney and the rest of our senior leadership team, we've really tried to make some strides with the VA and really try, because we feel like they served, and so it's our duty now to serve them. And so Brian's been instrumental about that, and he could talk more about it because he knows way more about it than I do.
Yeah, it's been a unique opportunity. The last time I was here with you guys was in the spring, and we were waiting on the implementation of the Mission Act. Yeah. Now I'm working for Baxter Regional instead of the VA, so it's a little bit different shift, but the premise is still the same. We're here to serve our veterans. They served us. We're going to take care of them. It's the right thing to do. So organizationally, we've had the opportunity to now start providing their specialty care for them instead of them having to make that trip down to Little Rock. Now they still have that choice if they do want to go to Little Rock or Fayetteville to go there, but they always have the opportunity now because of the Mission Act to come to us as well. So we've put different programs in place. Got some really cool stuff coming out in 2020 to allow us to better serve our veterans. So it's kind of adding some of that soft touch, to their experience as well, having some programs set up directly for them, because we want to make sure that we do everything we can to take care of them as well.
So now when it comes down to the veterans, does that mean they don't have to go to Little Rock? They do have an option now.
They have an option. So for any type of specialty care, if they have to travel farther than 60 minutes or 1 hour to receive care, whatever that may be, an orthopedic surgeon, neurosurgeon, whatever that may be, they get to ask the clinic here in Mountain Home to stay local. And then the clinic here in Mountain Home can submit a consult to Little Rock, which then typically is approved for them to be seen here locally. So it can
because
completely...
we've got veterans that'll get on that van 4:30, 4:45, 5 a.m. in the morning, and they make 15, 18 stops. You go from here to Mountain View to Little Rock through Cabot.
Certainly.
And they may have a 2:15 in the afternoon appointment. So they're hung out to dry.
So they sit from 8:30 to 2:15 and then wait till 4:30 to catch the bus back.
And it may be a 10-minute appointment. Yeah, you're doing good. We'll see you next time.
Exactly. Exactly.
You've got 12 to 15 hours in that day, and you don't feel like sitting in the back of that van all the time.
Right. It's not patient friendly. And that's, our focus here is patient-centered care at Baxter Regional. So we want to add a lot more personal touch, and they don't have to ride a van to Little Rock and ride it back home, and we can provide all the care that they need right here. So that's ultimately our goal, is to serve all of our veterans here locally for their specialty care.
Boy, that's great.
So we're very excited about it. I think we've gotten good response from our veterans so far, and we're just doing everything we can to take care of them.
Yep. Boy, I could get off on the veteran.
That's got to be one of the number one complaints when you talk to a vet is that trip to Little Rock.
Oh yeah,
certainly. It gets brutal.
Yeah. It does, and that's what we heard, from the veterans. And another thing that's a big issue, and we've heard it from the local VA groups that we're working with. Veteran suicide is a big issue. Yeah. It's a big issue here, and we're also working with them to figure out what we might be able to do. We have the geriatric and the adult behavioral health unit to help some of those things, but we're also trying to work with them to see how we might be able to help with some of that, because it's a sad thing. But some of the stuff that we're looking at to help our VAs when they're actually in the hospital, that we're going to be talking about in 2020, is really exciting. We're going to be opening up potentially some volunteer spots for veterans specifically, to do nothing more than to help other veterans possibly that are in the hospital kind of navigate the veteran, whether it be the benefit side to kind of help with that stuff because it's a veteran that uses the benefits and knows how it works. Maybe it's just to talk about which branch of service they think is better, because I see a lot of they like to brag about that. And it's always funny to get, I always love to see Army and Marine or Navy. I just love to see the back and forth. It's
friendly bickering.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
It's wonderful.
I had cousins that served, and one was in the Army, one was military police. You can't spell military. You can't spell wimp without MP.
It's funny to see them go back and forth, but we're committed to that, and the stride. We had Bozeman. He was on campus recently, and a lot of the VA, and and being part of that discussion, both here locally and at a national level. Really, again, just back to help those veterans so they don't have to ride in the bus. They don't have to do those things. So you'll be hearing a lot more about that. Again, that's kind of part of our 2020 experience and some of the stuff we're working on.
Let's ride in First Step. Jamie Leach comes in and does the show occasionally too about First Step. So we've got that program at Baxter Regional.
We do.
With the addictions issues.
Yeah.
And that's another factor, not only with veterans, but with civilians as well.
It is. Addiction's a serious issue, a lot of behavioral health issues. But here's the deal. I'm starting to see a lot more organizations taking up this cause. I don't know if you guys saw on Facebook yesterday, but the Mountain Home Public Schools actually did a live stream around noon, lunchtime, with the East. I think the East program helped them run it. They did a live stream about sort of the resources and the help available,
Really?
for behavioral health for adolescents and parents and those types of things. And so what you're seeing, the Baxter County Forward, they have the drug task force, and they're taking up the cause of really working on addiction and behavioral health in this area, and that's what it's going to take. If we want to make a positive impact, it's going to take more people taking up that cause, and us all working together to
community partnerships.
Exactly.
To basically make it happen. Each individual organization is not going to be able to have the same effect as if we work together as one to have a bigger impact. And I truly believe, I think we're starting to see the kind of the swing in that momentum swing that direction, to where we're starting to work together with our veterans group. The school is starting to work, and we're certainly there to help with any of that. We just want to make sure that we're able to make the most significant impact that we can, because
there's been information come out that the substance abuse problem we have in Baxter County is causing some economic problems in the county. So my question is and I don't really know how to ask this question or how to even phrase it. We need better prevention of getting people hung. And I'm not saying this is the opioid problem. I'm talking about meth and cocaine and stuff like this.
Right.
We got kids 5th, 6th, 7th grade that are trying it for the first time. You know what I'm saying? We've got to. How do we talk is cheap? I mean, we can talk till we're blue in the face. Hey, just try this, And they do, and they're hooked.
Right. Dill, this is a great question, and here's what. This is my personal belief. This is not necessarily the belief of the hospital, but I think nobody's figured out the answer.
No.
Exactly.
And the thing is it seems like we keep doing a lot of the same things. Ever since the first Bush his wife rolled out the Red Ribbon campaign. They've been doing a lot of the same things over and over again. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of talking at students and talking at the public. And I think until they figure out a way to make it more interactive and make prevention more interactive and making it easier to find resources and making that a convenient process, I don't think anybody's going to solve the problem.
But I have to agree with you that you're seeing more and more organizations today coming out with resources which is awesome, because we went through a time phrase where everybody was talking about the problem and trying to get it aware, but there was no answers. There was nothing put in place. So, as an outsider, which I don't do drugs and I don't do this stuff, but as an outsider, it's kind of depressing to get combated with all this, there's a problem and this is what's going on and not have any solutions, not have any answers. Yeah. But you're now starting to see people and organizations stepping up and saying, hey, we want to put out resources. Yeah. We want to make it convenient for them to get help, or we want to, and you're starting to see a little bit of a turn where they're trying to get more proactive at it than just saying, all right, hey, we got a problem. And I kind of like seeing that in the organization.
We've got the programs we got First Step.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You've got First Step, but they're already hooked.
Yeah.
And let's not even give them the opportunity. Where's the preventive side here?
Prevent that need from them needing it. It would be. I love First Step. I think it's a great program, but ultimately, if we could prevent them from getting there, that's the success.
Exactly.
That's
now
the
you've
success.
got the marijuana laced with fentanyl. You got co-fentanyl, because Jamie told me that, like, if you put fentanyl on the ear of Lincoln on the penny, that's a fatal dose. Now you get co-fentanyl, and Sheriff Montgomery said that's 10 times more fatal than fentanyl.
It's so scary.
And then.
Yep. So it's education, awareness. It goes back to prevention, but it's going to take all of us. And like I said, nobody really has the answer yet. But to Brian's point, I think the answer probably lies in the community partnerships and us all working together and saying, we as a community aren't going to stand for this, and this is what we're going to do about it. Because it all works as one big circle, because drug use impacts the workforce impacts the economy impacts, everything else, and it just all sort of works together. And if we can figure it out as a community, people are going to come to us for the answer. And I think that we're getting closer.
Time for a break, 7:47, be right back. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity and hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Are you ready for some football? Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times. Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not, right here on K26 and XL7.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
For years I've lifted weights, probably 30 years. The last 2.5, 3 years I'd have pain in my back of my deltoid at the joint. And it was extremely painful, and it didn't matter if I lifted weights or what I did. Whenever I pushed on anything, it hurt. Dr. Osgood had told me about this laser therapy, and so I tried it. 4 sessions later, 0 pain, and now I'm lifting weights again with no pain.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Coming up on 7:51, continuing our discussion with Tobias Pugsley and Brian Barnett, Baxter Regional Medical Center. And what else you have?
So, you guys, we've talked a few times about the cardiac calcium screening, and we're running a $99 special where you can get labs and the cardiac calcium screening done. It's been a really great earlier detector for heart attacks and blockage. And we keep hearing story after story about how this test saved people's lives. And so for a long time, since we launched the program a year and a half ago, we have been like 6, 8, 10 weeks filled up, so people weren't able to get an appointment as quick as they would have liked. And so we've added some additional slots, and we've built that program up, and we now have capacity again in the next week, 2 weeks. We can get you right in. So you can call the hospital 870-508-1000. Tell them you want to schedule a cardiac calcium screen, and or if you got questions about that, obviously talk to your family physician. See if that might be a test that's right for you. But I tell you what, I hear story after story. It seems like every time we go to one of the local organizations and speak, somebody gets up and tells a story about how that test saved their life. So,
wow.
We want to get that out there, and like I said, we got a lot of capacity. I heard you guys talking about Brood Awakenings earlier in the hospital. So we've got some construction going on. Our lobby's a bit of a mess right now, but we're doing some big time remodel there, and we've actually moved Brood Awakenings outside in their own little trailer.
Really?
Yep. We had to do that because we are completely renovating where they are at and making that a more of a coffee shop type atmosphere by their area. We're redoing the welcome desk. Yes, they will, and you won't even recognize. It's gonna be so cool. It's in the new master plan. Digital menu boards. You'll have some. I believe there's some stand-up waiting kind of area. I think there's gonna be some chargers there, and just changing it up and making it. If you've been through and you've seen the admissions area, it's going to have the new look of the hospital, and sort of that's the plan is this year before the end of the year, finish that out, and then next year maybe look at doing some remodels down the ER side. But I'm looking hopefully to bring in Ron Peterson and Barney Larry. They like to join us once or twice a year, and so look to bring them maybe November, December show. Good. And I know Ron likes to give an update on all those things, and so he'll tell you.
I might have to have breakfast brought in.
There you go. I always look forward to Ron and Barney coming in because they have breakfast.
Me too. That's why I like to bring them. That's why I want to tag along.
He likes that smorgasbord breakfast.
Man, Scooter does it right. And matter of fact, we were just talking. We're probably going to go over to Old Time and get breakfast right after we get done here before we go back to work.
Oh, goodness. What about the 24/7 app on the phone?
The app's still going good. We're kicking into the season where it's being used a lot. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I had an upper respiratory infection, and I had been in bed since Saturday. So I was in bed Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and it was Monday. I was just like, I can't. I've had this for a week now. I can't do this. And so I jumped on the app, and I timed it because I want to make sure 16 minutes. And it would have been faster, but I was trying to select one of our local providers, and she actually had a patient in her office at the time, and so she had to defer the visit. So after she deferred, lost a couple minutes there, but 16 minutes start to finish. And I had a
try that in your doctor's office.
Exactly. With flu season kicking up, it's a perfect time to use that. It's a lot of times, you can get false positives on a flu test, so you're not sure. Should they go ahead and, working with other physicians and providers, they always say if it looks like flu, smells like flu, it probably is flu. So they go ahead and treat you anyways prophylactically. So you can give them the symptoms on the app, and it's perfect time. That way you don't get out in the doctor's office and spread that around to other people. Yeah. Or if you don't have the flu, you leave with the flu because everybody else is in those clinics spreading that. So,
well, 16 minutes, you just got done with the waiting line to check in.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we keep hearing great stories about that, and so we're really hoping that people will download that and use it. I will suggest go ahead and downloading. It's free to download on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Or you can download it just by visiting baxterregionalcare.com, and it'll reroute you to your app store. And download it because I'll tell you what, when I was feeling crummy, the last thing I would have wanted to do is to answer those 10 questions. What's your birthday, height, weight, That's the last thing I would have wanted to do is had to set up a profile when I felt like that. So go ahead and download it and set it up. That way when you need it, all you got to do is pick which physician you want, and you're off to the races.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good. So we're also paving the back parking lot. So it's going to be a little dicey over the next week. We've been working on that back there, and the city's been kind of working on the street back there simultaneously. And so also simultaneously, the new hospice house was being finished. So it's been a little bit of a mess back there behind the hospital. If you've had to drive back there, but we are going to be paving the parking lot, so that's kind of shut down. And
won't be long. You have the broom and dustpan out there and clean it all up.
I'm telling you what, it's already coming along. I mean, they're putting the final touches on it.
Wow.
And also want to remind people that I was asked to mention that we have sleep DME, so people that have use CPAP supplies. We actually have DME now inside the hospital.
DME?
So, yeah, which durable medical equipment. Okay. But it's basically CPAP's masks and the things to clean those. And so if you use a CPAP or ask for a referral to Baxter's because it's right there. They made it real accessible. There's a spot right there, right outside HR. You can park, run in, get your supplies, run right out. It's real fast and easy. And the people over there are great, and so they take good care of you. And
wow.
Other than that, guys, it's just another beautiful day in paradise.
Yeah.
I like, they talked about putting in that big parking lot in the back, but then you got the city that's redoing the roads to make it more accessible so it doesn't get, all jammed up trying to get in and out, and they'll have turning lanes, and it'll make a lot more user-friendly coming in from that direction. So
it will, and it's all building up for the opening and then for the groundbreaking of the outpatient surgery center. That was part of the press release, so it's public knowledge now that once that parking lot's finished here in the next few weeks, we are going to be shutting down the parking lot there kind of by Hiram Shattuck's. We will be shutting that down, and that's where we'll be building our new outpatient surgery center. So pretty exciting. It's going to be a big year in 2020. I don't know if it's going to be completed in 2020. I think they're still working out some of that, and there's still, it's still got a long ways to go, but that is the ultimate plan, or the ultimate goal is to put that there. And that's going to be huge for our community because, it's going to reduce wait times because you think about our OR is constantly full, guys. We do a safety huddle every day, and they say how many surgeries are going to happen that day, and 36, 20. There's huge numbers. The OR is packed all day, and so what this is going to allow is some of these outpatient surgeries, they can move to the outpatient surgery center so that they can do some of the bigger cases inside the hospital, and it's going to be a win-win for the community and everybody that's involved in that project. It's going to be a massive undertaking, but it's going to be big for our area.
Well, I'll say it again, Baxter Regional, the jewel in the crown of the Twin Lakes area.
We always appreciate that.
So impressive to come in from like Burger King, top of the hill, boom, there's Baxter Regional.
Especially when all these leaves fall.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can really see it.
You get a little sunlight on it.
Yeah. I'm working on getting that sign on the front side. You can kind of see that the tower logo really big, but next year we're trying to get that logo. So when you come down Burger King, you might be able to see it here pretty soon.
There you go.
Yeah.
About 30 more seconds, guys. Final thoughts, Brian?
Well, just everything we talked about there, it all kind of leads into the patient experience. Easier, safer, better. So that outpatient surgery center is going to allow us to provide better and easier care for our community. So that's what it all comes down to.
Tobias, about 15, 20 seconds.
Well, it was a pleasure. Sorry about your Cardinals, still.
Rub it in.
How did I know that was going to come up?
I had to sneak it in.
And the Yankees are where?
Right there where the Cardinals
there
are.
You go.
At home on the
Enjoying
couch.
the World Series with the remote.
That's right.
We got it, Rod. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thank you for having us.
You bet.